Hey guys, this is the Revolving Battle Fox here, and I wanted to do another video on cosplay and how I choose which conventions I want to go to. So in the first video I made, I touched on location, which is very important, and even though I said in that video that my second video on this was going to touch on price, I'm actually going to skip around my list, and I'm actually going to talk about VIP passes today. So, yeah, part two, or number two, VIP passes. And I think, other than the location, which is, I think, my number one decision factor in what convention I choose to go to, I think another big one is, or the second biggest factor, happens to be VIP passes, depending on the location. See, these all kind of play in together as one, but if I'm if I'm going far, like if I happen to go to like Texas, which I haven't been there yet, but I plan on going, same with New York, or we'll just use like Los Angeles for an example. Anime Expo. If I'm flying somewhere to go to a con, you better believe that I am looking into getting a VIP pass. Now, what's a VIP pass? It sounds exactly what it is. It's like a very important person pass. It helps depending on the con you go to. It can provide extra benefits. Can actually. I'm hoping it provides extra benefits because they tend to run on the expensive side. They can be 2 to 3 or even 4 times the amount of a regular pass, which can be $60. Say a regular pass is $60. A VIP pass can run you like 160 up to like over $500. I think I pay like $475 for my VIP pass to Anime Expo 2018. But yeah, it can grant you a lot of perks depending on what con you're at, such as you get to get in the head, get in the front of the line like 15 minutes earlier beforehand. It's and that comes in handy, especially if you are going to see someone who's really big, or if you're going to see the premiere of something. That can come in handy there. It'll save you time, and when you already have so many things to do at a convention, time is precious. Time is almost is as precious as money. And depending on how one looks at it, maybe even more so, because you can always get the money back, but you can't get time back. So having a VIP pass, it helps budget, budget your time, limit your time, or not limit, but it gives you free time and more free reign to do what you need to do at a convention, or to even just get more personal time in at a convention, or go to a panel, or have a little bit more time to get that extra autograph, which anyone's super popular, they're going to have a long line, and it becomes LineCon 2020, or not LineCon 2019 or whatever. And so other benefits can include early access to the best hotels, which that's something Anime Expo offers. I'm not sure about other cons, but definitely, uh, if you want to at least for Anime Expo, if you want to have a good chance or a decent chance, actually I was gonna say a better chance of getting like a good hotel early, you buy their VIP pass. They call it the Premier Pass, and like you can get in earlier, like by 2 weeks. They'll have a special time set aside for those who have a VIP pass to book their hotel. Now, no, this has never worked for me. I've always got a lesser or a less popular hotel. So yeah, doesn't mean everyone can get it, or just because you have a VIP pass, that doesn't mean it's guaranteed. It just gives you a shot to get a foot in the door. Don't know why I'm getting so winded. But yeah, you know what I mean. And some places the VIP pass will allow you to get into like the exhibition hall or like the artist alley earlier. Or just to buy merchandise and things like that. I'm I'm kind of big into it. I like seeing what they have, and I don't like being in crowded lines. And if I know it's going to be something like an Atlas booth where something's going to sell out just like that, that's where the VIP pass can come in. So it's things like that. Some VIP passes will may let you get ahead in lines for autographs, special guests, but stuff like that. And then sometimes you'll have like a lounge that are specifically for VIP only. And maybe like children who are like under a certain age that you may have to have a guardian to attend. I ran into that situation bringing my nephew. But for the most part, it's for a VIP only, and maybe if someone is helping a disabled person, but you get the picture. And sometimes they'll offer drinks or just a quiet place to relax and unwind from the convention. Sometimes they'll have like a swag bag or just limited edition items that are only for the people who get the VIP pass. And sometimes, depending on, I know this is how it is in Anime Expo, sometimes a guest of honor will pop in from time to time. Personally, I have not experienced that yet. I plan on it one day if I can get that pass again. But, yeah, things like that. Or sometimes it'll come with its own portable charger. Or not portable charger, but it's like a charging station. So if you got to charge up your phone, your tablet, your game, or your laptop or something like that while you wind down. So for me traveling, if I have to fly somewhere to go to a con, you better make sure I'm going for a VIP pass. And actually it's so important that if I have to fly somewhere to go and I don't get the VIP pass, I'm not going. That is how it is for me when it comes to Anime Expo. I will not go to Anime Expo unless I have a premiere pass. Going that far and with how slow I walk and how lost I can get, having a VIP pass for me is critical. So, I wasn't able to obtain it this year because I thought I was going to go to Anime NYC because I thought they were going to offer a VIP pass like they did last year, but so, money things. I had to choose between one of them, one of them, and I knew I had to go to MomoCon, so I kind of sadly had to give up Anime Expo since I didn't think I could save the money in time, and I figured, well, I'm going to New York, so they're gonna have a VIP pass there because they had something similar to what Anime Expo had. Long story short, come to find out, they're changing that this year. They don't offer VIP mega tickets anymore. Now it's going to be like certain perks you can buy if you want to meet like a guest of honor or get in some type of event or something. I don't know. They have yet to announce it. I just looked on there like right before I did this video, so I had the proper information. They haven't said anything about it yet, but so yeah, that was devastating. But I'm still kind of interested, depending on what they offer. Um, Sorry, just moving my foot a little bit. So yeah, Uh, I may still go to Anime NYC depending on the type of premium perks. I know they had a Crunchyroll premium perk badge. I don't know if I think they've taken it. And while I'm kind of disappointed at the limited options, because apparently this is what the people wanted up there, I'm still kind of looking forward to that, seeing what they have to offer, and still going to New York for the first time. I said this in my first video talking about how I choose what conventions to go to in location and everything, but I'm kind of getting off a tangent. The point is, if I'm flying, you better believe it's because I got a VIP pass or some type of pass enhancement pass. They got enhancement pills. Well, I like to call it an enhancement pass. So yeah, um, don't you just hate when you feel like you're leaving something out? Oh well, then this goes back to location as well. Again, if it's far off, yes, it's more or less a mandate that I have it for my personal self. But if it's somewhere like around the states or around the states that I'm in South Carolina, upstate. And if it's like in North Carolina or Florida, even though that's kind of a stretch, or Georgia, we'll just use that example because there are two cons that are on my bucket list. Well, not bucket list. I just went to MomoCon and they don't offer a pass like that. But, it's close by, so I can deal with it and it's not as many people. Going to a place like Anime Expo where you're dealing with like over 100,000 people, yeah, it's a stretch. When you got people all over the world, on almost every continent going, that's kind of different. That's why I need a pass for there. But going to like Atlanta, in my personal experience, it's a little bit more laid back, so it doesn't matter if they did or didn't have the pass. Although I will say, if they ever do get it, I am there. I'm going to pick one up. Because, in my personal opinion, it can only help me. And as far as I know, Anime Week in Atlanta, they don't offer any type of mega passes or VIP passes or premier passes or whatever. But it's in Atlanta, and not as many people go there as like Anime Expo or some other place like that. Or even Anime Matsuri, that's what it's called. I believe they have a VIP. Actually, I know they have a VIP pass as well. So that's going to be my goal to go to next year because I want to meet a friend up there. And I'm glad to have VIP passes. If I don't get a VIP pass there, I'm just not going to get one. Or I'm just not going to go, I should say. So yeah, that's very important to me. I think the only situation or the only exception I could think off the top of my head where I'm not gonna go for like a VIP pass is like the South Carolina Comic Con in Greenville. Because that's only 2 days. And I only go to one of the days. They have theirs on Saturday and Sunday. And there's no point for me. Because it's like a little day thing to do, a little mini con for me. So I just don't see a point in paying like $80 or $100 for those 2 days if I'm not gonna go. And yeah, I'd rather just save that money and put it towards like a larger size con. Not to say that there's anything wrong with spending extra money for better perks at South Carolina Comic Con if you happen to be under the sound of my voice and want to go and spend your money. Hey, do you? But like that's just for me. That's just not gonna happen. That's like the only time I could think of where I don't mind skipping over a VIP pass. So yeah, wow, over 13 minutes. Didn't think this would be that long. I was hoping for these series to be like 2 to 5 minutes, 6 minutes tops, or maybe even 8. But it is what it is, and if I got something to say, I guess I just gotta let it out while I can remember it. I'm sure there's more that I'm forgetting, but yeah, definitely a big number two. I should rephrase that. Um, but yeah, definitely. So to recap, the first thing I choose is the location, and the second major thing I choose or I look into for how I choose what anime or or conventions, I should say, cosplay conventions I want to go to is VIP passes. There is another con in North Carolina called Raleigh SuperCon, or even I think it's called Galaxy SuperCon now. They have a VIP pass, so if I can save up the money, I plan on going there too, hopefully. So yeah, I think that's all for this video. And I think I have like 9 more to discuss, which is price, genre, community, hotels, popularity, programming, history, YouTube videos, and days. I think after this particular video, they're not going to be in order of how I decide and the top priorities. I'm just going to kind of pick them as I go or choose whichever one I feel like talking about. Unless you guys want to see like a certain video made for my next video, from the list I just gave you. Yeah, sorry, I'm not the best talker, but Just bear with me. The show is almost over. So yeah, guys, if there's another one you want me to hit or another video you want me to make, leave it in the comments below. And if you want to support me in my cosplay convention endeavors and making the money, check out my YouTube video. Not YouTube video. Check out my eBay store. I'm gonna have that in underneath in the description below. And soon I hope to make a GoFundMe account for anyone who wants to be so kind and generous to help donate money for me to go to Anime Week in Atlanta. But yeah, guys, until next time, laters.